Naomi's timing was perfect. She showed up just when brother Jack needed a little sister. Girls are more precocious than boys, and she was smart. They made a perfect duo. We had the only backyard in our Washington neighborhood, with a lawn, swings, a slide, a sandbox, and a treehouse. The kids would spend whole days out in the yard in the summer, often with friends Federico, Emily, Margot, and the Diamond Boy. Naomi loved nature. She and Jack collected June bugs and fireflies all summer. They had a ball the summer of 1987 when the 17-year locusts showed up. One day she ran to get me. "Daddy, Daddy, come look!" The garbage can was wobbling every which way. "What is it?" "Just watch." It finally tipped over. We laughed as a raccoon ran away. The Diamonds, the family across the alley, kept a bunch of turtles that they had caught in the woods. They let Naomi feed them and even keep them overnight. Though we brought the backyard stuff to Bethesda with us, it got neglected. There weren't nearby girls for Naomi to play with. The kids loved roughhousing on the ancient leather furniture that I bought in Germany. We kept in our big family room. This went on to such an age that even 5-year younger Susie would join in. In 1992, when I was alone with the 3 kids in Germany on a house exchange, they fraternized with the local kids in a pool nearby, dive bombing one another on the water slides. 8-year-old Naomi roughhoused with the best of them. Cars dominated the kids' lives from 1986 when Naomi started attending nursery school at St. Patrick's. I didn't see much of them anymore. Our nanny Lourdes and later au pairs would drive them to and from school and then to play dates with kids in other neighborhoods. To simplify things, we enrolled the kids in St. Andrew's School 7 miles away in 1995. Highly social Naomi made lots of friends, but we didn't know them very well. In the summer, they made neighborhood friends in the Mohican Hills pool, once again riding strapped into car seats all over Montgomery County to swim meets where Naomi competed in diving. As I said, Naomi loved the outdoors. On weekends, we'd often go canoeing on the Potomac or walking along the river. They especially liked the Billy Goat Trail up by Great Falls. We always saw wildlife, terrapins and snapping turtles, frogs and fish, and even occasional rattlesnakes and copperheads. We once saw a beautiful pale green Luna moth resting on a tree. Naomi loved biology. She had a keen interest in what everything was. Naomi learned to bike at Rehoboth Beach. She was quick. I ran down the road pushing her just a couple of times before she floated away on her own. In 1997, I took a bicycle trip through Nova Scotia with her, although she was then content to sit on the back of the tandem and let me do most of the work. Naomi was fiercely independent. Refusing help with homework from tutors or parents, she always earned good grades. She especially loved her dance teacher, Naomi Cantor, and chemistry with Irene Walsh. Entering college, she already knew she wanted to be a chemist. We saw even less of Naomi after she learned how to drive. And the less said about learning to drive, the better. She spent her time with friends Megan and Christoph and boyfriend Stefan. Naomi easily attracted boys, like the tall, handsome Stefan. At the University of California, Santa Cruz, it was Steve. These guys wanted to embrace the witty, sardonic, good-looking woman. Unfortunately, no one succeeded in embracing both the woman and the scientist. Her commitment to a career made it hard to settle down. Stefan appeared to still carry a torch for Naomi when they attended Oksana and my wedding in Paris in 2010. Naomi was a gracious hostess, lending me her car when I visited in 2011. I introduced her to speed dating, which I'd done briefly in 2007. Weirdly, one of the men she met was Michael Cook, the father of her playmate Samantha, newly single. The women with whom I spent 2 minutes apiece were each fascinated to learn that I was married with a pregnant wife. The stories they told confirmed the difficulty of dating in the modern world. Naomi visited us in Kiev during the Maidan uprisings in January 2014. We spent a lot of time talking politics and world affairs with my friend Mark Taylor. He was highly impressed with her, and he's deeply grieved at her passing. Naomi gave a one-sentence description of her job. Keep the PhDs out of trouble. I'm sure she did. Naomi played with 2.5-year-old Eddie and enjoyed conversation with our soon-to-be married housemates, Yuri and Paulina. She and I last spoke 6 years ago, as Oksana was pregnant with our second. The death has resolved the tensions in her life. May she rest in peace.